Hello, hello, hello. We're here again. What is this? It's a video where this gob just spills his brains everywhere and thinks and talks. Anyway, the missus said to me, we was talking, well, me the family, we were talking around the table and we was joking about the chart music, you know. Who remembers the charts? Do you remember? Do you remember the charts? Do you remember, getting a C90 cassette and taping the charts off the radio? Do you remember that? And having to time it. Or if you liked a song you like particularly, you try to get it and edit the DJ, and sometimes the DJ would come in and talk over it. And, Do you remember? Do you remember the charts? Do you remember when? You'd watch Top of the Pops and it'd be important and your life depended on it and music just burned through you. Do you remember that? Do you remember walking into Woolworths and seeing all the rows of singles on the shelves and you'd be excited to see if your favourite band's there or, oh, what's that at number one? Do you remember? No, you don't remember that? Anyway, so we was talking about the charts. The charts. And I said, oh, I wonder what's in the charts. And the missus said, I have no idea because, we don't hear the chart music. We have no idea of it. I think it drops on doesn't it drop on a Friday now? I think it used to be a Sunday, but because the way music, in the old days, albums were released on a Monday and singles were released on a Monday and the charts were announced on a Sunday. Now, records and singles are released on a Friday and the charts are announced on a Friday, I think. Sounds about right. Anyway, I think it brings it in line with America or whatnot. This is why, if any of you are like old or young and you like old music and you're often looking for release dates of albums, the release dates are often a little bit all over the place because in the UK they're released on a Monday and in the US they're released on a Friday. And so sometimes there might be a 7 to 14 day discrepancy on a classic album's actual release date. And so if I say a release date and you go, you're wrong, I'm usually referring to the UK release date and not the US, because it's not a worldwide release date. But I'm getting off the point. You know what I'm like. We was talking about the charts. So we had a look at the official singles chart, top 100, 31st of December to the 6th of January. And it was interesting. It made interesting reading. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at the top 10. All right. So here we are. This is it. The official singles chart. I just did all that. Merry Christmas from Ed Sheeran and Elton John is now at number 1. All right. It knocked Lad Baby off last week. They were in and now they've gone. But we're just going to look at the top 10 because it gets complicated otherwise. But in the top 10, let's have a look at the top 10. So you've got Merry Christmas. Out of the top 10, there are only 2 songs that were released this year. Right? Merry Christmas from Ed Sheeran and Elton John, obviously, and Come On Home for Christmas by George Ezra. All the rest, Last Christmas, All I Want for Christmas, Fairy Tale, New York, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And Driving Home for Christmas. All of those are reissues, are old songs that have stormed back into the chart because of streaming and, And I showed me and the missus, we sat there and was like, our mouths were, because she couldn't believe that, that 80% of the top 10 were reissues and not new music. And again, if you go further out, Step Into Christmas, that's an old one. Band-Aid, old one. Gale is a new one, obviously. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and Lad Baby. I don't know if Sam Fender is a new one. Yeah, I think Sam Fender's a new one as well. Yeah, but that was released in July. So even the top 30, you've only got another 2 songs that are released. Was it 2, 3? 3 songs. So in the top 30, there are 5 new releases. Well, technically 4 new releases and 1 re-entry from earlier in the year. Wow. So we were gobsmacked like this. It's like, and it just shows that the musical landscape is completely different to what it used to be. And music now is largely irrelevant. Well, current music. Old music, very relevant. Classics and, in this case, seasonal hits, very relevant because they can storm the chart. And it won't be long now. I mean, if the likes of Lad Baby, again, for those people outside the UK, Lad Baby is a couple, I think it's a family who started on YouTube and have done, I think the last 4 years have been doing charity singles for the Trussell Trust, which is a food bank charity. So it's a worthy cause. Instant shoe-in for them to get number one. If it wasn't for them and Ed Sheeran and Elton John, you could see things like Last Christmas and All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey hitting the number one spot again. And that is it just goes to reinforce what I've been saying for a long time now, how music is totally relevant. Because you see that thing of singles going into the chart and then dropping out. I mean, Lad Baby went from number one down to number 29, like in a week. So they go in, they go out again. They zip in, and they zip out. And it's just, it's kind of sad. I find it all a bit, but again, it's upsetting because remember, back in the old days when I was a lad, even when I was a 30-year-old, you still had the Christmas number one. And it's been only in the last 20 years you've seen a real degradation and failing of chart music. And it's just so sad. It's like it's like the old dog who needs to be put down. It's just it's blind, it can't see, keeps pissing on the carpet. That's the UK charts. It's your old gran who's gone to senile and keeps talking about the old days. That's the UK charts. And it's sad. Isn't it about time we stopped with the chart music? Isn't it about time that chart music, album and single chart music was just forgotten about? We just stopped talking about it. We just forgot about it. Stopped playing it on the radio. Do we even need a chart anymore? After seeing this, obviously we don't. It just is a mockery of what is it there for? Just to record radio streams or people streaming their favourite Christmas hits? I don't know, but yeah, it kind of just got me a bit depressed, really. God, what a depressing start to 2022. So yeah, I'm going to pretend that I care what you think about. I'm going to do the YouTube thing where I'm going to say, so what do you think? Leave your comments in the thing. Well, have a look. Go and have a look at the official charts. It's officialcharts.com in the UK. I don't know where it is where you live. It'd be interesting to see if the same thing's happening in America. Don't really care, but you can talk about it in the comments. If you're new here, it's my style. It's what I do. It's that kind of, oh, look at me, I'm edgy sort of thing, It gets me through the night. But yeah, music, irrelevant. Charts, irrelevant. Why are we doing this? And it also makes you realise just how few things in the album charts are being sold. Because singles were always the big seller, Big seller. Now, so, albums, how irrelevant are they now? I won't even bother looking at the album chart, But yeah, I imagine it's full of compilations of Christmas hits. But I'm not going to go there because that will take me into another 10 minutes and I don't really want to do that. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's me been burbling on about the UK charts and how amazingly ridiculous it all is now. Yeah, all because the missus said, what's in the charts? And I said, I have no idea. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been interesting. If it hasn't, there'll be another video along somewhere else that will be more to your tastes. Go and find them and leave me alone. And we'll do this all again soon. There's only one more thing left to say, and by now you should know what that is, and that is ta-da!